according to tanker trackers, these three ships that we have, again, it's the Skipper, the Centuries, and the Bella One, have collectively exported a total of 41 million barrels of crude oil. And from Venezuela, you look at the Venezuela's annual oil revenue, this is what they rely on, $17.5 billion. And they both of them under U.S. sanctions, at least $2 billion for some perspective. The 17.5 is the total revenue last year for Venezuela's state-owned oil company, and analysts say it was especially a good year. But again, oil and Venezuela, this is what matters to them, is really all that they have in many ways. And I feel like that's the backdrop of the context for what we're about to see, which is an announcement on shipbuilding for the president, longer-term goals and aspirations and questions, we think, from Kelly Meyer and other reporters in the room at Mar-a-Lago. Geraldo's back with us, all right. Retired Major General William Enyart as well. He's a former Democratic congressman from the state of Illinois. I say you're back, Geraldo. Last hour you were saying you think, that's why I wanted to talk a little bit about some of these ships, that there's much more to it than, you know, announcing what ships we're going to be building in the future. You're expecting more from the president.
I am definitely expecting more, Connell. I believe that when you take a vessel worth multi-millions of dollars and filled with oil, you know, and you seize it, I mean, if it's a blockade, that's an act of war under, you know, the law of war. A blockade is grounds for a war. It is by definition a war. A quarantine, if the quarantine, it's maybe a little nuance, but it means that there's extreme pressure put on ships coming in or out, you know, but not necessarily military.
Right.
But as of right now, what we're seeing is these, you know, this is kinetic. Those guys are, you know, they got guns. They're warriors. They are seizing. They are absolutely taking control of something that does not belong to the United States. But it is an act of war because this vessel, we think, was used for illicit trade, whether for Russia or for Venezuela's behalf, selling to China, vessels changing their names, changing the electronic identification codes, the ship finder, so, you know, to confuse. But it's crafty, but it all hangs by a thread.
Right.
The chopper crashes, someone gets hurt, someone takes out a shotgun from behind the desk or something, anything like that, you'll see very, very quickly how this thing could go south.
Any second now, we're told the president's going to start this event. So, General, and your thoughts to follow up on what Geraldo said on the context, but also what you expect here today on this shipbuilding announcement.
Well, what's expected to come out of the shipbuilding announcement, first of all, last week the Navy announced that it was canceling the Constellation-class order of frigates, and then in favor of a new order of a smaller frigate, which is based on a Coast Guard cutter frame. And frigates are much smaller ships. They run about 4,500 tons, so it's about half the size or a little less of the current in terms of displacement, in terms of what we are currently floating as destroyers. The destroyers that are being trumpeted as the Trump class will range, according to speculations, somewhere between 15 and 20,000 tons. So those are much larger ships. Those are going to be 50% to twice as big as our current flotilla of destroyers. And they'll be anywhere from 4 to 5 times as large as the new frigates that'll be coming online.
So what do you see it as being about? I mean, Geraldo and I were talking about Venezuela, but, you know, longer term, bigger picture, you're countering China and their naval dominance in the Pacific. And if so, how big a deal is this in your view, General?
Well, you know, there's countervailing sentiments among naval observers here. Some folks think that these larger class ships are just what we need in order to protect aircraft carriers. They're going to be able to keep up with aircraft carriers and will carry more missiles and anti-aircraft, anti-missile missiles. So some folks are saying this is just what we need. Others are saying that these are outdated. They're not carrying enough armament. So there's certainly a bit of back and forth over it. The frigates don't carry a lot of armaments. They're really more since they're in use by the Coast Guard, they're essentially more a Coast Guard type weapon system rather than being really useful on the high seas and particularly in a fight with China. Although if you were in the Taiwan Straits, that's only 90 miles wide, so it's like the difference between South Florida and Cuba.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.